Hello everyone and welcome to Last Night Rogue Rider Edition. This game just released on Steam. It's been on Desora for months and months. I'm not really sure how long, but I thought I'd make a new video on it. The Rogue Rider Edition has a bunch of new stuff, including a new world called the Rogue Rider Adventure. It's a new game mode, actually. From the store page, I'm going to read you the description. It says that Last Night is a unique genre mix that combines platforming, action-packed riding, and ragdoll physics-driven jousting. It is fast-paced action in a never-ending, randomly generated Unreal Engine-powered fantasy world. So you have a horse, you have a jousting pole thingy, and you have to joust they're called bucket heads, and you have to collect coins and jump over stuff and dodge obstacles. It's actually quite fun. It's a very simple game. You know, it's fantasy-based, so it's not a gritty kind of game. It's kind of a game that anybody can play. And there's a bunch of unlockables. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with the Endless Journey mode. We'll go to the Journey menu, and I'll show you... Basically, there is a bunch of different game modes up here. You have Night Endless, Squire Endless, which I think is just a Night Endless with less of the main worlds in it. And there's the Big Xmas Chowdown. The Big Xmas Chowdown, actually, you unlock it just by collecting a woolly hat. I collected a woolly hat. Every now and then in the game, you get new hats, and you can wear those hats and share them with your friends and things. It's pretty cool. Starve or Blow Up is locked. You need 15 chivalry. Chivalry points actually come from when you do certain quests, and quests are down here on the bottom. I'll show you that in a second. And surprise mode, you need to unlock everything. So I haven't actually unlocked this yet. I've been playing this game. I'd say I've probably put 10 hours into this game, because it's just fun to play when you're sitting at home with nothing to do, or when you just want to, you can go hardcore into it and get all the unlockables. I have quite a few. Let's have a look at the mutators. The world mutators are Simple Pain, Green Dance, Round World, and a bunch of other ones. Those are the ones that I have. I like Round World the best. That gives you, as you can see, it makes the world round. And that's just, I don't know, I think that's really cool. There's also different view modes. You can get first person and bird's eye view. First person is kind of hard to do. I might show you that after. And then over here you have bodies. You can have different size rider heads. You can have different size horse heads. I'm going to make my rider head extremely big just for the hell of it. And the horse head extremely big as well. Or you can be headless. But I'm just going to leave it like that. And I will show you the main game mode in a second. Alright, let's go to Night Endless, and I'll just show you the general gist of this game so you understand what it is. Alright, so this gigantic head guy is running through the forest. You collect coins, you jump over stuff, including like rivers and things like that, and every now and then some guy's going to come out of nowhere and try and joust you. You also have, besides for the jousting guys, you also have different monsters that will attack you, and you can also collect power-ups. So the monsters, you're definitely going to see one here. It's the spider. Spiders are always appearing in the forest. There you go. And you joust them, and it goes in slow motion, and you get to see like little ragdoll spiders with their legs falling off. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. Bam! And the longer you hold the joust button, the longer it goes in slow motion, I think. And then you let go, and then it stops being slow motion. There we go. And he flies off and ragdolls the hell out. And these are the quests you collect. When you get quests, you can use those quests to unlock the chivalry points that I was talking about. I have, I think, somewhere around 11 or 10, which means that I have first-person view and some other stuff unlocked, but not everything. This actually lets you float. This is called the Pegasus Wings, so you can float over stuff. It's this game is really simple. I think it's kind of arcadey, but it also can appeal to a more not really a hardcore gamer, but you know, someone who's more into gaming and wants to work and get all the collectibles and things like that. So that's what I've been doing, but it's taken me a long time. As I said, I played this game a lot because there's just a lot of collectibles. My max score, I've been running for about 1,000 feet or whatever you call these things, 1,000 points worth of running. I don't know. My high score is actually, it's feet. Sorry. My high score is actually 4,000 and something. Once you get to 5,000, I think you get to a diamond bridge. I've managed to get to the golden bridge at 2,500, but. Even though I've played this game quite a while, it's still quite challenging for me. And there you go. I screwed up that because my jousting thingy wasn't aimed properly, and you can see it kind of broke off. And look, the skeleton is just posing. That son of a bitch. So now we got some new quests. This one here, greetings sir, Smashing Inc. wants to prove the supremacy of the big boom cannon. So you have to use the cannon to hit two things. With only one cannonball. So that's not very hard to do. There's like barrels that are stacked up sometimes. You can probably do it there. Dear Great King, yada yada yada, collect treasures. Sure, go ahead, collect those treasures. Alright, then you get a score, and then you can go and check out all your quests right here. So there's 6 different characters, now 7 different characters. I'll show you those right now. There is this guy here, who is just the knight. He's a default guy. The story mode is actually about him. Then there's a soldier knight, the master knight, the princess, the king, and the skeleton king. So each one has a different perk. I think it gives you, like, these perks give you extra time on these particular power-ups. Except this guy, apparently this guy doesn't have anything. Which is kind of sad because all the rest of the guys do. But anyway, that's it, I guess. And the power-ups, as you can see here, the big boom cannon, the Ghost Rider, Pegasus Wings, second sight clock, which slows down time. Ghost Rider lets you go through things, by the way. Shield and armor lets you hit things, and unicorn rainbows give you bridges over things. So that is the Night Endless mode, as you can see. The Big Xmas Chowdown is a special mode that was added for Christmas, but oh my goodness, I have 10 points stuck on my screen. What the hell? That shouldn't be there. All right, we're gonna have to deal with it now. So in this mode, you have to collect these candy canes and turkey dinners. Actually, I remember when the dev was creating this, he actually messaged me and he was like, or he tweeted or something, and he was like, what is a good thing to have for an American dinner that they would eat over Christmas? I was like, man, we eat like turkey. He's like, what? Isn't that what you eat for Thanksgiving? I was like, yeah, that is what we eat for Thanksgiving. We also eat it for Christmas. So anyway, if you collect enough of these turkeys, you'll blow up like so, and your horse will blow up. Your horse will blow up if he eats too many candy canes. It's pretty silly game mode. The starver blow up is exactly the same, except it's apples and I think I'm not really sure what the other thing is for the rider, but anyway, it's the same thing. And your horse takes little poops as you're running, which is pretty funny. So that's the endless mode. The story mode I'm not going to go into. Basically, I'll show you like the way the presentation works for this. You can move it. You can move the little thing around here. I'm using a controller, but you can use a mouse. The mouse works the same way, as you can see. But I like the controller. I think it's pretty cool. It works pretty well, actually. And platformers, I think, should be used with controllers a lot of the times. Master Knight, yada yada yada. It goes through this little like cinematic storyboard thing, and you can move the camera around, as I said, which is pretty cool. But like I said, we're not going to play this. But I just obviously got into the game, so I'll just exit it again. I want that 10 to go away. Look at that freaking 10 stuck on my screen. I don't like that. Hold on, let me get rid of that 10. Alright guys, so I got rid of that 10, and now I'm going to show you the Rogue Rider Adventure, which is the new edition. There's also a second part that is a work in progress. One thing I'm going to say before we start this is that this game was basically created by one guy. There's 3 people who work on it. One person does the sound effects, one person does the music, and the other guy, the main dev, does the rest. He does the art, he does the programming, and he does all the design and whatnot. So he's obviously got a big job, and this game is surprisingly well done for something that was, in terms of the music is done really great, and the sound effects are done really great. But as I said, all the rest is done by one guy, which is pretty damn incredible, I think, because this game is very well done. It's really polished, I think. I'm just going to show you the Rogue Rider edition, or the Rogue Rider Adventure now. Basically, you get 1 life, and you have to see how many levels you can get through on 1 life. So we're going to start down the bottom. You have one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. So I'm going to go down to the bottom. And basically, these little triangles will... you have 2 paths you can go each time, I think. So the point is to just see how far you can get. And as you get further, you get to the harder levels, such as the lava one that you saw, or the... what else we got? We got the one where there's, like, water everywhere, little islands and things like that. So you just have to run. It starts off really easy, as you can tell. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm just gonna use the little. There's a combo system in this game where if you brush up, shit, I fucked it up. Okay, so we'll try this again. Let's go down. It's obviously a different generation now. We're gonna go right here because I want to go into the mountains anyway. That's where the caves are, inside the mountains. So he has this little. The game has this little 3D generated map that shows you where you have to go. So there's a combo system, is what I was gonna say, and basically, if you have like a near-death experience, you will get a combo. It's called a scratch when you do that, and you smack up against things, and you have to be careful because if you smack up too hard against it, you will. If you hit it too straight on, I should say, you will die. You will fall off your horse and die. So you don't want to do that. So you have to be careful. And it takes a lot of practice to actually get good at the combos. I'm not really sure how important the combos are. I just do them anyway. But they don't really seem to be They seem to be more, to me, I focus on them and I end up doing worse. So it's probably not too great for me to do that, but I do it anyway because it's just fun. I think the highest combo I've gotten is like 12 because the combo slowly runs out and it gets faster and faster as you go. Alright, well let's go to here and then we'll do the graveyard if we can get there. Let's see how far we can get in the Rogue Rider adventure. So, just gonna run through this cave now. The cave has bats in it. I don't know if we came through a cave yet, but that is the monster for the cave. In the lava section, it is a dragon. In the water section, it's a toad. We also got spiders. In the normal section, there's nothing, and we're missing one. Oh, the skeletons. In the graveyard, it is skeletons. So there you go. Those are all the different monsters that will appear. But as I said, when you start off, the game is really easy. So when you start off the Rogue Rider adventure, it's really easy. So you don't really have to worry about dying unless you're stupid and you try and brush up against something. Then you will die. But that's your own fault. You screwed up, Matt. Alright. Now we'll go to the graveyard. I could keep progressing out this way. I think if you progress out this way, eventually you'll get to the lava and things like that. You'll see them on the map anyway, and you can choose where you want to go. This seems like a lot. This is a gigantic hill. I'm gonna go to the skeleton place. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, the graveyard. That's the thing that I call the skeleton place. Obviously, I don't know I don't have a great vocabulary. Okay, the place where the skeletons are. Yeah, it's probably a graveyard. All right, so the hardest part of this one is every now and then you come up and you'll come across a little grave that's dug, and sometimes they're really hard to see, and then sometimes I screw up because of it, and I don't have time to jump over it. But there's also obviously a ton of graves sticking up here, which causes problems for me sometimes, because you come around a corner and wham, there's a grave, and shit, that was close. The coins, as I said, no, I said that the combo system will screw you up, but so will coins sometimes. I try and get coins every chance I get, and then I end up screwing up. But basically, in this mode, you just run around until you do everything. Until you die. There is no everything. I don't think there's a way to actually complete it. But you just ride until you die. And you gotta make sure you joust lots of shit, because jousting shit is fun as hell. Nothing's happening. There we go. Fuck you, spider. Huh? What you gonna do about it? Alright, well that was a boring level. Okay, so we've got 15,000 and something gold. I think I'll do one more level because I'm not really sure how long it's going to take me before I actually die, because as I said, the game slowly gets harder, but I don't know how long it's going to take to actually get decently hard, so I will die. Usually I just die from little tiny screw-ups like, oh, I'm going to run and I'm going to jump over this, and I end up like slipping off the button, and that's why I die. I usually don't die from like simple stuff like running through a forest. But the worlds are randomly generated, so every now and then I will die because of not generation issues, but some of the stuff that's generated is a little bit tricky for me. I had it generated once where I think it was the gap was actually too long to jump across, and that is what killed me, because I actually physically could not jump across the gap because it wasn't long enough to do it, or it wasn't short enough to do it. Sorry. But anyway, guys, that is Last Night Rogue Rider Edition. You can check it out on Steam. I think it's hold on, I have the page open here. I think it's $5.39 right now for to buy this game. So it's not an expensive game. It's pretty cheap in my opinion for the amount of content, and it's actually in early access. So the game has been out for a long time, but he's releasing in early access so that he can keep improving the game and adding more stuff to the game. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff added to the game, and I appreciate that in the game. That's one of the things that I appreciate in the game is unlockables and things like that. These days, games are focused too much on story and things like that, and not enough on the fun of just having a game that you can mess with and customize, things like that. Alright guys, well this is Last Night Rogue Rider Edition. There will be a link in the description for the Steam page of this game. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.